We have a clip of the African. You remember you had mentioned the African head of states who visited Trump, and they got asked a question about whether or not they would nominate or support Trump's nomination for a Nobel Peace Prize. I have a little clip here that we can listen to, and then we can conclude.
For the African leaders, my question is, as you can see, President Trump is working to bring peace not only in Africa but also in the world. Are you all considering to nominate President Trump for a Nobel Prize Peace?
That's a very nice reporter.
Of course, when Trump starts giving you compliment, it means you've just danced into his.
We know all of this about Trump. We know that this is not new. It's been Trump for the longest time. So
let's keep going then.
I got to meet her 2 weeks ago when we had the Congo and Rwanda, and we had some other people up from Africa, and I was the first time, but that's very nice. I appreciate the questions. Very nice, actually. Would you like to, at some point I would like to go to Africa, absolutely. We're going to see what the schedule is, but at some point I would like to do that very much. Would you like to give a fast answer, please?
Thank you very much. Of course, we are supporting.
Microphone, please.
Of course, on soutient cette dynamique pour.
We are in favor of this dynamic for peace. We are very committed on peace. I am the first head of state who went to Russia and who went to Ukraine, both since the start of the war. I held the presidency of ECOWAS, and I went to see Mr. Putin. We spoke for 4 hours, and then I went to Ukraine. I spent 12 hours on a train to speak to President Zelensky. But now the weight of President Trump is something else altogether. We are with you. We are behind you to see what we can do to help bring peace back. No one wins when there's war. So you have our support so that we can bring peace back. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President Trump. Thank you for your questions. A Nobel Peace Prize, while I don't see any problem with it, I think that President Trump deserves it for all the efforts that he's worked on. And he brought peace back in the SEAC region. That is my region, the region where DRC and Rwanda signed a deal. And so he is now bringing peace back into a region where that was never possible. So I believe that he does deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. That is my opinion on this.
Well, thank you very much. Very nice. Thank you. I didn't know I'd be treated this nicely. This is great. We could do this all day long. Thank you very much. Please, go ahead.
Mr. President, I believe that we have to continue to support America in the strength to be able to bring about peace in the world. America is a melting point and also a country that we all look forward to, and I want to encourage you, because without peace we cannot have a world to live in, and we stand with you on that.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Well said. Please.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you for your question. A very important question indeed. Forgive me for saying this, but unfortunately, I don't really understand. I don't know how things work when it comes to Nobel Prizes, but I can guarantee you that Mauritania would never be opposed to President Trump receiving a Nobel Peace Prize. because he's already working very hard in favor of peace throughout the world with no distinction, no regard to what continent it's on, and he's working on areas where there are tensions everywhere, and he's committed towards peace, and our world needs more peace. Thank you.
Anyway, there's one more of that, but I'll leave it at that.
But we get the gist.
What is the gist?
All of those African presidents say he deserves it.
And if someone said they were being, that was just diplomacy. I mean, if he deserved it, they would have come with a letter, just like Netanyahu did, right? If they really wanted, if they really thought that he's I mean, listen.
We're just beating the dead horse.
It's not beating the dead horse. We're literally just beating the dead horse. You get a gist because that's what you got. I'm giving you, challenging you on that. You got the gist because they said, "Oh yeah, we are going to be in support. We will not object. We will not." But none of them.
They said he deserves. They said he deserves.
He deserves it, but none of them is nominating someone who deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. They just found out there that Donald Trump deserved a Nobel Peace Prize.
Because I'll use the work analogy again.
Yeah.
You only need one person to nominate you, and then everybody votes whether you deserve it, whether you have to win it or not. Okay. Like you sound as if the whole world has to nominate him for him to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay. Like, I mean,
if that was all we were going to talk about, then there would be no need for conversation, right? If we just had to come and agree that, oh yeah, I agree, anybody can nominate, but we can't end the conversation there. There has to be depth. There has to be a little bit more on that conversation, and that is what I'm trying.
Okay, so I guess your point is you disagree with all those people there, right? Which is you've expressed your point, and I think you express your idea, particularly on the Israel issue, very astutely. So
my point is, if you put someone on the spot, they would say what they need to say. Again, knowing who Donald Trump is, nobody's going to come out and say, I wouldn't support you. Mm-hmm. They could either say, I don't even know how the process works, like the other man said. They could say, oh, we would not be opposed to your nomination. They would say, we support the peace effort that you're bringing to Africa and to here and to there. This is diplomacy. That is what diplomats do. That is what we expect them to do. If they really left their countries thinking that Donald Trump was deserving of a Nobel Peace Prize, they would bring a letter. They would do what they would do exactly what Benjamin Netanyahu did. They would do what the Pakistani government did, made an official statement about their nomination and their support for Donald Trump. They haven't done that.
Like, okay,
that is my
my head is just spinning with your argumentation, because I really don't know what the point of contention is here. This head of state said this guy deserves it for all his peace efforts around the world, and in some particular regions in Africa.
Right.
And you say because they did not bring a letter, they are doing diplomacy.
I'm saying is this: they had about an hour of conversations. Nobody mentioned him for anything.
Yeah.
Right? They get asked a question, which is normal.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, these are diplomats doing what diplomats do.
Yeah.
You can take them seriously like you did, or I could simply say that they are.
Yeah, you could simply say what? Or I
could simply say they are just diplomats doing what diplomats are expected to do.
No, but I think they were very clear that he deserves. Would you just say most of them said he deserves the prize?
But what else would they say?
Wait, is that what they said or not?
Yeah, that's what they said. Yes.
Okay, so you disagree with what they said. I agree with what they said. I
agree with what they say. I'm saying that it's hard for me to take what they said seriously, because they haven't backed that statement with any concrete steps to support Donald Trump. They had this meeting more than a week ago. I haven't seen anything from them outside this comment saying that this is a nomination, or we are going to support this, or we are going to support nothing.
Yeah.
And that is my argument.
Yeah, because
I feel like for something this important, there should be a follow-up.
Right. Okay. But okay, I think so. Your argument is not that they did not say that. They did
No,
say it.
they said very clearly
Okay.
that they
Okay.
would support it. But my
Okay. But
argument
yeah,
is
you want them to follow with concrete.
yes,
Okay.
that would be
Or
my
maybe they'll just vote for the affirmative.
possible too. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. But they are in support of that. Okay. Fair. Sure.
They say they're in support of it.
What?
But
I
that's
don't
what
know
they
whether
said. I don't how do you put it? They
yeah,
said they're in
because
support of it, right?
okay, yeah.
We
So
both
they
heard them
are so
saying that they're in
yeah,
support.
but they are they or are they not?
They say they are in support, yes.
Are they or are they not? Again. So if someone says something, that means you. I mean, if you're giving it a very generous reading of what they say, you think that they mean what they say, wouldn't you?
I would say, yeah, they said what they said, yes.
Do they mean what they
I don't know
say?
if they mean it. I'm not sure if they mean it.
Well, wait, yeah, maybe they don't mean it, but at least if
Yeah,
they
they
have
said it.
integrity, if they
They
have
said it.
integrity, and
Yes.
if they are supposed to be congruent, if their words is supposed to match their
Mhm.
action, if they're people of high caliber, if they're people of high integrity, it should mean what they say,
Does
right?
it in politics? Does it mean what they say?
It doesn't, but should it?
It should. But again, just like you, just like me and you know, what they say is not always what they mean.
That's
You
true.
agree?
That's true.
Fine. Okay.
Well, that's true. But if I tell you I'm meeting you at 10 o'clock, and if you think this person is of high respect, this person is of high caliber, this person is a responsible person, you expect that they meet you at six or ten
Yes,
o'clock.
of course. Of
Okay.
course.
So there's no reason for you to doubt that if people have shown that. But of course, they are politicians and they can say what they don't mean. But what we know is what they said.
Yeah. Trump.
If you are refusing, that means you are adding to what they said, or you're
No,
taking
no,
it
no.
away from.
No. What they said is what they said. They said they would
Yeah,
support
but,
Donald
but,
Trump.
but you say you know politicians, blah blah blah, which is true, which is fair, actually fair. We know politicians, but what they said is what they said, which is what I'm going.
If you want to take politicians by their word, fine. You can go ahead and do that.
I mean, we should take and not just politicians, anybody who's of high respect.
Everything being equal, yes, but we know that nothing is equal. There's
So
no ceteris paribus in this case.
okay,
He hasn't ended the war in Russia.
that's
He was going
true.
to end it in 2 weeks. He hasn't ended
No,
the fighting in Gaza. He was in Israel.
yeah,
He said he was
that's
going to
true.
end it. He started a
Yeah,
fight in Iran. He hasn't ended that either.
yeah,
Right now, currently speaking, Syria has a terrorist head of state.
mhm,
Trump seems to be in support of the guy. This
yeah.
guy is Al Qaeda,
Hmm.
number one Al Qaeda.
Oh,
But
the last few
seems to
minutes,
be
you just
supporting the
assume me
guy.
he's secured the border. He's deporting illegal immigrants. He has grabbed a lot of money from the tariffs. He
Yeah,
has he has reduced the government, which he promised. He
yeah.
has the Dow has hit record high. Okay, and when unemployment is dropping, the prices of goods and services have dropped. So of course, where do you want to focus on?
Everything. Oh, you want us to focus on national politics, domestic,
No. I'm
and
just saying. No, I know.
leave foreign policy?
No, my point was we're talking about in general. Has he met his promises?
He's met some, yes, of course.
Oh yeah. So that's it. You pick. I want to be happy with this. The few he's met. You want to be mad about the others he's not met.
Acknowledge what he's accomplished, and I
Yeah.
want to hold him accountable for the things that he hasn't
Sure.
done yet.
Fair
That
point.
is my point.
Absolutely,
Me,
absolutely fair.
me, I mean, we both know that I am a supporter of Donald Trump, but
I know. I know.
I do have to hold him accountable.
Yeah,
You
of
said
course.
you were going to do this and do this and do this. Yeah, you've done this, you've done that, you've done
Yeah.
this. But what about these other things
No, that's fair.
that,
That's
you
absolutely
haven't
fair.
done, right? Again, and
Yeah.
that is how I'm looking at
No,
this.
absolutely.
Even
I
my
totally
argument
agree.
of him not deserving of a Nobel, it's not me. It's not
He
recognized.
can
It's not
change.
me.
He can change in the future.
And again, it's not me not recognizing that he hasn't done
Yeah, some
done
things.
some things for world peace. He
Oh,
has,
fair
but
point.
I am holding him accountable for the things that he said he was going to do and that he hasn't done yet.
Yeah, totally agree with you on that. That's fair.
Yes, I think that is where the argument. That is my thought process. I'm not
Sure.
saying that he hasn't really done anything. No,
Yeah,
he's made a few
he
steps,
made
but
some progress.
again,
No, I agree with you.
a lot
We
more.
definitely